What's good, guys? It's your boy Loam.
Nobody knows who you are.
Oh.
You said your boy, like they're like, oh my god, look at no.
It's
Presto.
Presto.
I've actually gotten people to start calling me Presto too.
Yeah.
The other day somebody was like, excuse me, Presto, and I was like,
excuse me. What if it was a teacher? Hey, Mr. Daniels? Yes, Presto. Can you please answer that?
exactly, I told you. So today we're gonna be telling a story about how we met, ended up dating our girlfriends.
Basically, it's 10th grade. I'm 15 years old and I'm really just chilling. I'm on Instagram one day and I see this girl who's pretty attractive and I was like, interesting. And I find out she goes to my school. I've never actually seen her around school before, but she's a freshman, a year under me. And I'm just like, oh, cool. Guess I'll try talking to her. So I like some of her pictures and she likes some of mine, which is Instagram code for you're in there. You're in there like swimwear. So she likes some of my pictures. I was like, oh, cool. That's great. That's Instagram code for let's go further. A couple days later, she posts a picture that's like, double tap this and I'll post my favorite picture of you. I was like, oh, cool. So I double tapped it and she posted this picture of me and some of my friends that was actually one of my coolest pictures, and she put heart eyes. Heart eyes. Now this means a lot, my friends. This means a lot. And I was just like, oh, this is it. So I go on her page and look through her comments and I'm like, have other people asked for her information, like her KIG number? And people had, but there's really no reply to them. So I was, are you watching a video? Yeah, disrespectful. Anyways, she didn't really reply to a bunch of other guys, so I was like, oh man, I guess I won't ask. JK, because I'm a savage. Anyways, I went and I asked her and I was just like, hey, kick, ? And lo and behold, she replied. So I started kicking her and we talked for a couple days. At school I would see her, say hey, maybe give her a hug. Ooh. And after that worked for like a good week or two. And then suddenly, she left me on D. D.
Dark D.
D. And I was just like, okay. And so after that, I stopped talking to her in school and stuff, and I wasn't really hurt by it. I was just like, oh, okay. I mean, I guess we just weren't gonna go any further. And so I was like, whatever. So in school, I stopped talking to her. I didn't go up to hug her anymore, and I really pretty much stopped seeing her either way. So that was that. Anyways, like about a month later, I started talking to this other girl. We started dating, blah, blah, blah. Relationship was trash. In the dump now, and I hope you're not watching this.
I hope you are.
Anyways, that ended around in December. So January time, I get into this show. It's called Black History Tour. And the girl I talked to the first time who left me on D also got into the show. I didn't really care because to me she was just like a nobody. But anyways, I'm in the lunch line and this one girl who's like friends with her was just like, oh wow, I heard you guys are in the same show. I'm like, oh really? That's cool. And she's just like, yeah, maybe you guys can like become friends and she won't hate you anymore. And I was like, what? Apparently she hated me, and I was like, what? And she was just like, yeah, she says she hates you or something like that, blah blah blah. And I'm like, that's odd. So after a couple rehearsals go by, me and my other friend who are on the show, we know that she hates me, so we always make jokes about how she hates me. So I decided to talk to her, and I'm just like, hey, I text her because I text her and I'm just like, hey, I heard that you hated me. Is that true? And she was just like, well, I can't say I hate you, but I can't say I like you either. Talk about oblivious. But yeah, so she said that. And then fast forward, we're talking about like stuff that happened. We talk about how we used to talk. And apparently she hates me because she thinks it's my fault that we stopped talking. Because she was like, yeah, one day you just stopped talking to me. I'm like, whoa, hold the mother trucking phone. You literally didn't text me back for days, weeks, and then I just gave up. And she was like, oh, really? Oh, well, sorry about that. And I was just like, are you serious?
Okay. Okay.
Right. Like, you've literally hated me this whole time because of something that you did. And yeah, so I was like, what the heck? So then after that, I was just like, hey, so maybe we can talk now. I think she mistook that though, because when I said maybe we can talk now, I meant that maybe we can talk as in people who don't hate each other. I wasn't trying to like get with her, but I guess she assumed that I meant like talk, like become something. And
yeah, you know what's actually kind of funny is like if you didn't mean
yeah,
that,
exactly.
She'd have been like, yeah, you know, I talked to him, and then it would have been like, what? No, I meant friendship. I don't want you.
That would have been really tragic. And yeah, but yeah, so that would have been really tragic. Valentine's Day. This was about a month later. We went on our first date with my boy here and my other boy over there. And yeah, while they were over there watching the movie, we were watching the movie.
Yeah, so I mean, we were both doing the same thing. I don't really understand what you're
right
insinuating.
Right. Okay. Yeah, and so that was a fun experience. And about 2 months after that, we continued to talk, and we got to know each other, got closer and closer. And about 2 months later, I finally asked her out, and that's the girl I'm dating now. 2 years later. Look at how life turned around.
Wasn't it like a year, like a couple months? Because 2 years would be 2017, and it's only 2016. I mean, just being technical here.
It's flashing. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Where's it?
Super Bowl, call the hoes, get in the rolls.